Now see if you can get sound. Alright, so we're looking at technical difficulties here again for sound. We're trying to work it out. We got about 55 seconds before the game is going to start. Again, I'm Alyssa Lubin, and I'm here with Mackenzie Mott. Mackenzie, just go ahead and start talking to the folks. Let them know who you are, what you're all about, what your greatest accomplishment was just a couple weeks ago there.
My name is Mackenzie. I just finished up my associate's degree up at Utah State Eastern. I finished 2 years of college volleyball there, and I'm home for the summer supporting my brothers here at Cienega Volleyball.
For sure. You guys getting sound now? Alright, perfect. So I'm going to hit you guys up with some great things that I was talking to McClain Mott about earlier today. I've got some mottos for the folks out there. I don't know if these have been talked about yet, but a couple of mottos that we've been talking about on the season that the boys have been talking about is what they have on their chest right now. They're repping the word rise on their chests, on their sweatshirts, on their warm-ups. That's been the theme of this season. Now, talking to McClain Mott, one of the leaders of this team, senior setter for Cienega, I was told that the word rise to him is taken literally and metaphorically through them. There's always a way that you can rise up, whether it be improving your vertical, whether it be improving your mental game, whether it be improving who you are as a person, who you are as a teammate on the court. There's always a way to raise yourself above something that you were doing, make yourself a better person, a better player. And I think that shows true for a lot of these guys. You know, there's a couple of guys on this team where it's their first season. Alex Muzinski being a big factor here. It's his first season playing volleyball. Tried to get him to play last year, didn't happen, but definitely one of those mottos that stays true to what I think Heather Mott, the head coach of Cienega, really strives for, and really has strived for in her entire coaching career, at least when I played for her. So, I mean, you're her daughter, so I'm sure you can testify more to that.
Number 4, Nathan Chaparro. Number 5, Matt Geiser.
We're going to get you a starting lineup right now for Deer Valley.
Number 7, Kyler Hanks.
We're looking at number 3,
Number 9,
the senior opposite, Nathan Mayfield. Number 4, the sophomore outside hitter, Nathan Chaparro. Number 5, the junior setter, Matthew Geiser. Number 7, the senior outside hitter, Kyler Hanks. Number 9, the junior middle blocker, Brendan Hart. And I believe number 2, the libero, senior libero, Brendan Olachea. For Cienega, your starting lineup is number 6, the sophomore outside hitter, Ethan Igo. Number 9, the junior middle blocker, Isaiah Buster. Number 14, the senior opposite, Alex Muzinski. Number 35, number 23, the senior middle blocker, Skylar Kavanaugh. Number 22, the senior setter, McClain Mott. And then your libero tonight will be number 7, senior Jacob Durrell. We're going to stand for the playing of our national anthem. Folks, so Mackenzie Mott is my guest commentator, and she's about to take a Snapchat, so we're gonna let her do that.
Get this on the story.
It's her brother. Her brother's number 2, McClain Mott, and then her little brother, this season, freshman. Number 3, Carson Mott. He wears her number. McLean looking to go on his mission next year and then go play volleyball at the collegiate level. Carson definitely has a similar path ahead of him. Here comes the two teams' annual or gamely ritual. Alright, so we only got one camera tonight. Second camera is doing its thing. But I want to talk a little bit about these seniors before we get going here. So we're going to put up a picture of our first senior. Our first senior is McLean. Definitely an emotional leader on the team. Definitely a physical leader on the team. He controls the pace of this game. Mackenzie, what do you have to say about that?
McLean is the setter, obviously. He runs the floor. He is almost like a quarterback in football. He runs the show. He's a leader on and off the court, I would say. And he leads his teammates emotionally, physically. He's running it this year. He really does a great job.
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier, and he was talking to me about where he goes when he gets in his head. Volleyball is very much an emotional game, very much a mental game, and where he goes when he gets in his head. And he told me that it's the same with him and every other guy. And right there out the gate is a big kill from Skylar Kavanaugh.
Oh, nice.
Assist and kill number 1 for Skylar Kavanaugh and McLean Mott. But like I said, I was talking to him earlier today, and he was telling me that it's the same for him as it is for every other guy out there. They're able to turn to the guy next to them and say, look, I'm in my head. And the guy next to them is able to say, pick it up. You're doing fine. We got this. We're in this together. One big family. We're going to get through this one block, one ball, one set, one hit at a time. Deer Valley there coming out with a nice big hard swing. It's definitely going to be a game of offense. Got some alumni in the building. Ty Schlegel from the boys program, KVSGO, obviously.
Stephanie Mendivi.
We got the Mendivis in the house.
Mendivis are in the house.
All right, nice pass from Ethan Igo. Block tipped there by number 3, Nathan Mayfield, able to get that, just enough of that ball. So number 16, Justin Ferris will be back there to serve the junior, excuse me. Good ball there, Ethan Igo. Alex Brzezinski into the top of the tape. They're going to call it 4 touches. Coaching staff doesn't like that very much. Number 3 and number 4, Nathan Mayfield and Nathan Chaparro, the Nathan brothers out there, may have gotten a piece of that, but we'll say no. Jacob Durrell with a nice pass. Great. Setting that up all day long. Score is 3-3.
That play right there, unstoppable. We want to see a lot more of that.
For sure. That quick set's definitely hard for that middle blocker to read. And what I've noticed from number 3, Nathan Mayfield, is that he has a tendency to jump with the setter on that ball. Ball swung outside by number 4, Nathan Chaparro. Setting Ethan Igo up again to serve. Ethan Igo has a great serving percentage on the season.
Very consistent.
Good swing there by Nathan Chaparro. Back set now to Alex Brzezinski. Swings on the ball. Nice up. Back set Skylar Kavanaugh. So that set doesn't have a technical term, but we're gonna call that the front side B. Would you call that a backside black? Backside 2?
They call it the push.
They call it the push. Boys call it the push. Nice serve there by Ethan Igo again. Back row attack now.
Flies out.
Way outside the line there. These Deer Valley boys are having difficulties trying to keep it inside the copper. Now, these boys normally start flat. What do you think's going through their head right now?
Our boys?
Yes, Cienega.
I think what needs to be going through their head is last game we started with a lot of kind of little errors that didn't go our way. And that's what got us in trouble in the first set last round. And so I would just be minimizing the little things, just keeping it simple.
For sure. Back set out there, block touch, and into the corner there by number 7, Ben Wen. Substitute now for Deer Valley. Number 6 will come in. Ben Wen will come in. Kyler Inks was on that last killer. Ben Wen now coming in for, I believe, Nathan Chaparro. Little tight on that set there. Put Skylar Kavanaugh in a bad position. They're going to call him for a net violation. Not sure that he touched the net, but definitely didn't look legal. Could have been a lift or a double, but don't think he touched the net. Another serve there by Ben Wen. Nice play there by Ethan Igo. Outside of Colton Todd. C-Todd 40 gets blocked by number 3, Nathan Mayfield.
That's where Colton needs to use his ability to outsmart the other team. He is a great, he finds the court well. He finds the open spots well. So he needs to go around the block.
For sure, these boys definitely have a good eye. Again, a good pass by Ethan Igo. Backside there, Alex Muzinski with the high floating tip. Nice set there. And stuffed by Alex Muzinski and Skylar Kavanaugh. That's a big block to try to hit around, but number 7, Kyler Inks, tried to do it anyways. Definitely paid for that mistake. Great set though by Matthew Geiser, the junior setter. You know, that's another thing that I noticed when looking at stats and rosters today is that Deer Valley is a very young team considering how many seniors Cienega has. Deer Valley has 3 seniors, where Cienega has 5 seniors. And I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say they're both older teams. They're not, I mean, neither one of them are very experienced, but Cienega definitely has the edge, considering their playoff run last year, losing in 5 sets to Ironwood. And, I mean, I got to say the way that they went out was definitely admirable.
Right. Out of any year, though, I would say Cienega boys this year, they have the most experienced boys as far as playoffs go.
For sure, without a doubt.
In the past, we've had boys that had 5 or 6, sometimes starters, who had never played before.
You know, the only person that I can see on this team right now that, well, on the floor right now, let's put it that way, that has never played a season of volleyball is number 9, Isaiah Buster. Coming off the floor just now is Alex Muzinski, number 14. He's a senior, never played volleyball before. But when you look at how they play in Cienega's offense and in Cienega's court, period, they don't look inexperienced, to say the least. And now, I know we're at the end of the season here, but regardless, one season of playing any sport doesn't make you a pro, but these boys have definitely elevated themselves and risen to the occasion, and done what has been asked of them to do, coming in and stepping up and being those leaders in Alex Muzinski's case that a senior is expected to be, and in Isaiah Buster's case that a middle is asked to be. They're, you know, that offensive outlet, they're that offensive kill that has to happen.
Right.
So definitely a good,
done a phenomenal job.
for sure. So that's the last 4 swings by Deer Valley outside the lines. Timeout, Deer Valley. Your score, 11-7. Cienega leads it. Deer Valley not able to keep balls in the court. Cienega slowly, very, very aggressively picking them apart. From the middle, from the outside, from the service line. Let's talk about our next senior, shall we? Our next senior that we've got a picture of is Skylar Kavanaugh. What are your thoughts on Skylar Kavanaugh?
Well, Skylar actually just came off of a state championship wrestler. And so that he came right into volleyball with a lot of fire. And he's a 3-year varsity boys volleyball player. He's a senior, and he leads this team very, very much. And he physically, you guys saw right off the bat here that he does a great job. He brings a lot of energy with his block and his offense and defense. For sure, you know, they called him Shark Bait a couple years ago, right? And still there.
the only reason that, I mean, with the nickname and everything, I know that's not what it means, but with the nickname and everything that he does and everything that he's capable of doing, the best way that I can describe him is that he is bloodthirsty. He wants that state championship. He wants that second ring. McClain Mata with a very smart play. They're calling it up. Look down. And they're going to call a net violation. Ball looked down. Dump looked down. Regardless, Cienega gets the point. Heather Mott talking to the down ref saying he didn't quite see it. Carson Mott now with the serve. Again, another very consistent server on the season. Great swing. Carson Mott was in the right spot. Jerked a little bit. We're going to give that one a digging error. We got a sub now. Number 14 for number 16 and number 8 for number 9. So that would mean that Nathan Schrade is going in and Benjamin Valenzuela going in now for the Skyhawks. Again, another ball that just can't find the court from Benjamin Valenzuela. Libero now back in. Brennan Olachea.
Quite a few people are here tonight.
For sure. I mean, I walked down the parking lot thinking that this game was drawing a huge crowd. It was a cross-country banquet, but definitely a lot more people than we're used to seeing here. We're going to call a net violation as well as a fourth touch there on Skyhawks. So Cienega gets the ball back. Colton Todd now, C-top 40 back to serve. Great serve there by him. Decent pass there.
Put the ball over.
Good pass by Jacob DeVral. McClain Mott acting like he was going to swing on it. Instead goes outside to Ethan Igo with a nice little dinker straight to the line, right in front of the 10-foot line for the point. You know, Ethan Igo, he's a youngin'. He is a sophomore this year.
Wow, it does not feel like that. He's been with our program for a while.
He fits in with these boys so well, especially the older boys, and he plays like he's a junior or a senior. He does not feel like an underclassman.
He brings
Carson
a lot of leadership.
Mott. Speaking of another underclassman, Carson Mott getting that nice dig right there.
If I remember right, Carson recorded 15 digs in our first round.
Definitely a scrappy player. In my opinion, you know, Carson Mott, McClain Mott, Jacob Durone, and Colton Todd are some of the most fundamentally sound players that this squad has.
Buster jumped with the setter.
Definitely a young player mistake right there, but
McClain talked to him though. I think we've
established the problem.
Yeah.
Number 7, Kyler Engst back to serve for the Skyhawks.
Jump serve out of bounds.
You know, I was at practice last night for about a half an hour, caught the end of it, watched some of their drills, and they ran a drill last night that was like seams passing. For those of you who don't know what seams passing is, you get 3 people out in the back line. You get somebody, that ball was in. Great serve there from Jacob DeRone. Again, another consistent passer on the school year, and we've got ourselves another timeout, second and final timeout taken by the Skyhawks. Cienega is loving it right now. Charlie Delavar just gave us the look of, hey, we got this, but it was the killer look of, don't try to stop us.
I love the energy. The bench brings it.
For sure. McClain Mott earlier today described Charlie Delavar as the life of the party.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I couldn't describe him as anything less. That man is a very intense assistant coach. He's asking for...
He's losing his voice. His throat.
He's asking for cough drops and water from the trainer. Great coach right there.
Trainer, Charlie. He's not going to help you. I need you.
Great coach right there. Definitely all in for the boys this season, every season. Boys doing their traditional clap. 18-9 your score here in the first set. Cienega leads it, dominating on the offensive boards. Consistency has been the name of this game thus far. Like I was saying earlier, the boys did a passing drill yesterday where they could not get a point if they didn't pass set and swing on the ball aggressively over. And they needed to get to 30. Well, if the ball hit the net anywhere, at any time, even if they were at 29,
that ball did not hit.
down ref calling no touch. Up ref not listening to down ref.
Yep. He'll go fix it. Don't you worry. Look at him. He's going out there.
You know, one of the best things that I've seen about these reffing staffs in Arizona is that they really do confer with their, especially during state run times, they do confer with their reffing staff.
Now we're calling captains over.
Are we going to get a replay here? Possibly?
What did you see?
I saw no touch on the ball. I saw number 3, Nathan Mayfield, swing that ball into the net. Oh, we're going to get a change of point here. Cienega ball. The Skyhawks head coach, which is listed incorrectly on this paper, is asking for the little barrel, Brendan Ilichea, to go over there and talk to the up ref. No change of call, so Jacob Durham will serve again.
Ball to the backside.
Ooh, off a block touch. Good touch there by Skylar. Made it a little harder for Jacob Durham to get to. A nice hustle there, though, by Jacob Durham. Now, Jacob had a really tough time coming into, his sophomore season, being right behind Jason Brown, who was a great libero here, but definitely didn't do the things that Jacob has accomplished here.
Right, Jacob has just been so consistent, and he's been a huge leader on the team as well.
Coming in, he was and I mean this in a loving way, Jacob, if you ever listen to this, a scrawny little freshman who was quiet and shy.
Right.
Didn't do a whole lot, knew a lot about volleyball, but didn't do a whole lot to show that, to prove that, to assert himself.
One thing about Jacob, though, this is 4 years coming for him. He has worked harder than probably anyone else on this team to get where he is, and he definitely gets credit for that. He is such a hard worker, and that's what the libero position is all about.
He definitely shows it every day at practice and every day in the gym, and so does Skylar Kavanaugh. We're at number 3. We are at number 3. I think that Cienega's starting to play like they're going to state.
I think so.
McLean was talking about how they came out flat, and Charlie was telling me that, Mr. Coach Del Valle was telling me about that, yesterday at practice, and great swing there, though, by Nathan Mayfield, but, he was telling me about that the other day at practice, and just, scores 21-12. Flat, they have not come out.
No, they've done a completely good job compared to Saturday night.
Great set to the outside there by...
To the corner for Colton.
Swing there.
Oh.
One-arm dig by Jacob DeBron. Swing by Alex Mazinski comes off his wrist. They're going to call no touch. They're going to call no line, so they're going to call it out.
Our whole bench seemed to think there was a touch.
Down official asking PJ and Charlie to stay on their seats.
What's that? That's usual.
Good set there.
Great swing by Alex Mazinski.
That A-ball. Now, here's something that fans might not know. Both McLean Mott and Alex Mazinski are left-handed.
Is Alex left-handed?
He's ambidextrous, last time I checked.
Huh. Did he just swing with his left or his right?
I believe he just swung with his right.
Okay.
But, fun fact for you about left-handed people. Did you know that they process things about a half a second faster than everybody else?
I would tend to believe that, and McLean would too. He would agree with that one.
All right, 23-13, you're scoring the first set here. Cienega leads the Skyhawks.
Backside.
Good ball there. Oh, not quite there. Not quite the defense behind that block that Cienega would have wanted, but that's okay because the middle was serving. No offense to middles out there, but Skylar Kavanaugh is not a libero.
No.
He's
but
not.
He holds his own back there.
Without a doubt. You know it's a good day.
Long arms.
Exactly. You know it's a good day in paradise when your middle can get a couple of digs. Alex Muzinski putting it down. Putting it right in the face of number 7, Kyler Angst. Making him work for it. Making him show him that, you know what? This is boys ball. You got to press. Carson Mott now back to serve for the Bobcats. Game set point here. 24-14. Thumbs up. Ace serve for Carson Mott. The freshman ends the set 25-14. Bobcats lead it 1-0 in the third round of state. Boys are hyped. I'm hyped.
I love the energy. I love it.
We're going to take a short 20-second break here. They got a 3-minute break between sets. We're going to take about a 20-second break and come back to you. Again, the Bobcats take the first set 25-14 on the ace by the freshman, the youngin, Carson Mott, to end that set. Great kills by Skylar Kavanaugh, assists by McLean Mott. The boys are on, and so is Bobcat TV. You're watching Bobcat TV. I'm Alyssa Lubin. I'm with Mackenzie Mott. We'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. And we're back. Again, I'm Melissa Lubin, and I'm with Mackenzie Mott. Mackenzie, we were talking here while we were off air about the 21-24 motto.
Right, so on the back of our program shirts this year has been the motto, or the score, 24-21. And so last year in our state playoff run, in the third round, I believe, we played Phoenix Ironwood, and in game 4, the score was 24-21. We were up. So for those of you guys that may not know a ton about volleyball, we were 1 point away from being in the state championship playoff game. 24-21. That match, the fourth set, ended 32-30. So it was a battle, and then in game 5 they came out on fire and ended up beating us. But the motto has been 24-21, just as a motivator. I haven't really talked to McLean and Carson or any other boys about kind of what that means to them, but I was at the game, and it was heartbreaking. And so they've used that as a motivation this season for their state run this year. Pressure is a privilege is also on the back of that shirt.
For sure, I was talking to McLean about it. We had a good conversation, a good long conversation about what those things mean to him. And he said, it's a privilege to have that target on your back, to be that number 1 seed coming into these tournaments, and to really have to fight and earn for what they've already accomplished. Getting recognition for what they've accomplished and having to earn what they need to continue on to win that ring at state. And McLean told me that that loss against Ironwood during state really frustrated him, and he saw the hurt in the seniors' eyes last year, and he said that he didn't want to be that senior. He didn't want to, be the senior to come home with no ring. Fluke play there. We're not going to call it fantastic,
no,
but if it works, it works. Point to point. So 1-1's your score. But, any boy out here doesn't want to be that senior that comes home, like the seniors did last year. It was a rough ride home. I rode home with Frankie Trujillo and his dad last year, and that was a rough ride, I've never seen some of those guys cry before in my whole life, and that game meant more to them than I think anything ever has. And
yeah, I don't think my mom slept well for a week and a half at least. Probably more. Probably still haunts her a little bit.
Random nightmares.
Yes.
About David, the fantastic hitter from Ironwood.
Yeah.
Called him Danielson. He had the headband look going from Karate Kid there.
Yeah.
Great hitter. Couldn't tell you where he's at now, but great hitter. Had a great future in volleyball. Props to him if he's listening. 2-2 your score. Ethan Igo, nice pass. Outside set, one-handed.
One-handed set.
Ball inside on the outside from Alex Rosinski. Inside on the outside, that's a new term. 3-2 your score, Bobcats lead it. Ethan Igo now, the sophomore, back to serve for the Bobcats. One of the most, in my opinion, consistent players, as long as he stays out of his head, consistent players for the Bobcats.
He definitely has the ability.
Great set from Jacob Garone. Is going to go outside off a block touch off the line. Point Cienega. Sorry if the audio sounds distorted or if something's loud. We're trying to figure it out here the best that we can. Keep us updated. Put it in the comments if something's weird. We'll fix it.
Net.
Ball outside. They're going to call a net violation on Alex Muzinski. He's sitting there saying, it's my fault, it's my fault. So Ben Nguyen now to come back in for number 4, Nathan Chaparro. Back to serve for him. For the Skyhawks. Cienega right now. Set up, looking to get that big kill from Skylar Kavanaugh. Is on the floor. We haven't seen one of those yet from him this set. 4-3 is your score. Ethan Igo, good pass. Outside. Alex Muzinski's got to save it. Good tap there, but Jacob Durant on the cover. Tipped inside by Colton Todd. The setter now from Skyhawks.
Roll shot. Jacob with another dig.
There it is. That's number 4. That's number 4 tonight for the big number 23.
That play, it tends to work every time.
The connection that McLean Mott and Skylar Kavanaugh have and have had is ridiculous. One of the best things to have as a setter is a go-to hitter, and you can bet without a doubt that Skylar's his go-to hitter. Number 5.
A deep corner kill.
Matthew Geyser there. Matthew Geyser there doing a good job setting up number 3, Nathan Mayfield. Geyser been a very consistent setter thus far when he's had the chance. Hasn't had the chance much in this game, however. Cienega's offense has proved to be too much, and the lack of blocking for the Skyhawks has proved to be a problem. Backside to Alex Brzezinski, straight to Ben Wen, who can't get the ball up. Want to give a quick shout out to Miss Abeda in the crowd. Love her and miss her. Saw her daughter today. Carson Mott back to serve. Ben Wen. Geyser. Geyser outside. Angst with the kill. .14 now. Schrade comes in. And number 8, Valenzuela comes in. Valenzuela back to serve for the Skyhawks. Bobcats looking to put this game away. 6-5 is the score right now, trying to get that energy to come back. Hasn't really left, but trying to make the momentum be solely on their side. Carson Mott with a nice set there to his brother, McLean. Nice dig outside to Jacob Derone. Angst with the kill on the outside. McLean coaching his little brother a little bit, telling him what to expect. Trying to tell his hitters what to expect. Derone, McLean, Colton, kill! C-Top 40 with the kill on the backside. Earns himself the right to serve. 7-6 your score. Bobcats still lead it. Bobcats up 1-0. C-Top 40, good serve there. Geyser being forced to go up against the young sophomore, I believe.
Isaiah Buster, Junior,
Isaiah Buster. My apologies, Isaiah. Geyser, also a junior. Showing him how it's done. Again, Buster trying to get something going, can't quite get it going. Good pass, though, by Carson on that serve from Angst. He'll go back to serve again. That time to C-Todd 40, who goes up. Ooh, McLean Mott is blocked. A nice cover there by Jacob. Back row to Colton Todd, who puts the ball long.
Definitely our mistakes right now.
McLean showing his leadership right there, though, trying to regroup his team mentally.
Yep.
7-9, Skyhawks lead it. Ball is over. Skyhawks looking for a lift right there.
Out.
Ball is out.
Out of bounds.
Number 14, Nathan Schrade sends that ball out. Bobcats get a chance to redeem themselves here, down by 1. 8-9 is your score. Second set, Bobcats lead the first. Won the first single-handedly, in my opinion. Skyhawks putting up more of a fight here. Jacob Durant with a nice short serve to his counter libero over there. Good dig from him into the bench. Ethan Igo with a nice save. McLean Mott's going to put it over. And that ball's in. You know that your libero is going to have the will to dive into benches and the will to pursue a ball past where he normally pursue it. When he can look back at his team, exactly, especially Jacob, especially when he knows that the rest of his team is going to put that ball down on their side of the floor. Outside the antenna, Cienega gets that roof. 10-9, Cienega leads it. Jacob Durone back to serve. You can hear the crowd getting into it now. You can feel the energy in this gym. Another short serve there by Jacob. Geyser tried to do a one-handed set. Carson Mott with the cover on Jacob. McLean Mott putting it down on the middle, number 14. McLean Mott tries it again, can't quite get it. Colton staying back, ready to receive that ball. Another dump to that same corner.
Where did Colton come from? Where did he come from?
He must have been getting a drink of water.
He was outside of the court. Whatever works.
In guys ball, you can't really question why. You're just thankful that they're there. Guys are now backside to Angst.
Wow.
Carson Mott with the fantastic dig. Geyser puts the ball down. Line judge is calling it in. So it is in. 11-10 your score. Definitely some great volleyball right now, folks, that you are witnessing. Neither team giving up anything easy. Both teams hustling for every ball. Colton Todd. Okay pass there. Outside Ethan Igo, who puts that ball down. Right off the arm of number 3, Nathan Mayfield. Tooling that block, and now Alex Mazinski will come in for the young Mott.
Ethan gets on a roll sometimes, and he just goes.
You know, last year I watched this kid play, and kid has a cannon for an arm in practice, but can't put a ball down in a game, and his confidence, you can tell, has really come up this year, really risen. Jacob Duran and Colton looking at each other, wondering who's going to get that ball, so no one does. Point for the Skyhawks. Number 16, Justin Ferris, and number 9, Brennan Hart come back in for the Skyhawks. Number 14, Nathan Schrade is the one that got the ball put in his face by McLean Mott on that dump. Jacob Duran, nice up. Nice set there by McLean as he was falling. My co-announcer here believes that was a double, and I would agree with you.
Hey, he got it up, and the ref didn't call it, and so no complaints.
The ref considers the opinion of the Skyhawks for a brief moment, and then realizes that they have...
Were they complaining about it?
Yeah, they were calling a touch.
Oh.
She realized that they had no authority in that call, therefore sided with the line judge, who's standing right there. Ethan Igo, a rare miss on the night.
It was aggressive. We'll take it.
Ben Wen to come back in for Nathan Chaparro. 13-12 your score. Bobcats lead it by 1. Coach Heather Mott tying her shoe. Figure you tell her what she's doing, huh?
She is the most superstitious human I have ever met.
Nice pancake there by number 2, Brendan Olachea. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. He was there on that ball. It was a great aggressive tip there, but able to put it down. So Skylar Kavanaugh back to serve. Good serve there by him. Nice up by Olachea. Geyser to Mayfield. Mayfield tools Colton Todd. Ball bounces off of his block and out. Point for the Skyhawks. 14-13 your score. Mayfield now back to serve. Igo to Mott. Mott to Todd. Todd to the ground.
Great swing by Colton Todd. Good choice by McLean as well.
Mazinski back out in a quick 3 rotations. Young Mott back to serve for the Bobcats. 15-13. Good serve by him. Floater. Geyser now to the backside. Backside, they're going to call no touch on that ball. So number 9, Brendan Hart, puts that ball out. We're going to get a timeout here from the Skyhawks. In my opinion, well deserved. 16-13 your score. Bobcats lead it. Bobcats took the first set. Bobcats. That's what we've been hearing about all night long. So let's talk about some more Bobcats. Next Bobcat we're going to talk about on this roll of seniors is this man right here. The man that you're seeing wearing my number because it's a fantastic number, number 14. He has had a great first season, in my opinion. I'm sure he's like a couple of the other boys that I've talked to who have graduated, like Nathan Peterson and such, who wish they would have started their volleyball career earlier. Definitely a stats leader here for the Bobcats. Very consistent hitter.
His athletic ability always amazes us, and it makes up for a lot that he might not have volleyball IQ-wise.
He has 163 kills on the season. He averages 1.7 kills per set. He's only had 32 errors on the season. Not a bad hitting percentage right there.
He's doing an amazing job. For not playing volleyball up until this season, you'd never know.
Without a doubt. All right, so after that timeout, Skyhawks look rejuvenated. But guess what else looks rejuvenated? The Bobcat Den. Student section over there is rallying behind these Bobcats. And just like that, Colton Todd and Isaiah Buster right there to block that ball. Bad set there by Geyser, just not quite where it needed to be. Student section on their feet now. Young Mott back to serve again. Nice aggressive serve there from him.
Back row attack.
Ben Wen to Jacob Daron. Daron to Mott, outside to Todd. Colton Todd finds those lines so beautifully. If he were a pitcher for baseball, they'd call him a Picasso.
Yeah. He really got up on that, and it was a really tight set by McLean, actually, and it shows a good hitter that can make any set work.
Number 12, Matthew Beard coming in now for number 9. Brendan Hart, number 9, not getting the job done for his coach right now, so we're looking at a substitution. Ethan Igo, nice pass to McLean Mott. Isaiah Buster, the junior, puts the ball down. Short front line right now for the Skyhawks in reference to the pure vertical talent of Colton Todd and Isaiah Buster. 19-13, Bobcats are starting to run away with this one. Good serve there by Carson Mott. Guys are now outside to Angst. Angst to Igo. Igo to Mott. Mott outside to Todd. Todd swings on the ball. Can't quite get it down. Guys are back outside to Angst. Angst puts the ball between Igo and Derone and is able to put that ball down. On a little bit of a defensive miscommunication there. So Nathan Schrade and Valenzuela will come back in to the game for the Skyhawks. Valenzuela back to serve now. 19-14 the score. Short serve there by Valenzuela. Easy point for the Bobcats, 20-14. Those are just mistakes that you cannot make at this level at this point in the game. So Valenzuela comes out, and Olachea comes back in, the libero for the Skyhawks. C-Todd 40 back to serve. Good serve there by C-Todd 40. Geyser outside. Buster says, nope, I'm right here. Igo had a quick set, low set there by Mott. Good set there by Geyser, but over-rotated on was Schrade. So out goes the ball. Bobcats earn the point. Timeout. Skyhawks. Cienega leads it 21-14. 1-0. Our next senior. I say we keep on a roll with this trend, shall we? All right, next senior. Next senior is the man that we've been talking about. C-Todd 40, my man, my good friend. I love this kid. He's a good kid. He's a good friend. And he's a great volleyball player. Great athlete. Plays basketball, plays volleyball, and plays both sports well.
He does great. He is another one of those fourth-year varsity. This is 4 years coming for him. He didn't see a lot of court time in his early years, and he's just owning it now that he is a starter and he plays the outside. He does great. He's a leader. What else, Alyssa?
Without a doubt, you know, I watched this kid his freshman year play, and he didn't get a whole lot of playing time. He played a lot of practice, worked hard at practice, but I didn't really see him develop until after he played club for his first season. After he came back from his first season of club, this kid was hitting through the floor. He was jumping through the ceiling. He was working harder than he's ever worked before. And I think that whether or not that, you know, instilled his love for the sport or assured him that this sport was a sport that he wanted to continue to play, or, you know, whether his coach just instilled a stronger work ethic in him, I'm not quite sure what it was, but this kid improved dramatically between his freshman and sophomore year. And it was a lot of fun to witness that improvement and to watch him continue to go. After all that effort there by the Mott brothers, Ethan Igo swings that ball just outside in an aggressive attempt to put that ball in the corner. Great swing.
That was a great up by Carson. Wow.
But without a doubt, in my opinion, these boys are some of the hardest working boys I've ever seen on any team in any sport.
I was going to say about Colton, him and Jacob both, we've just watched them work and work and work at this. They've developed a love for it.
Nice up there by number 3, Nathan Mayfield, on that tip from Ethan Igo. Isaiah Buster not able to square up with number 14, Nathan Schrade, so the ball will hit the floor right there.
22-16.
Yes, ma'am. Bobcats lead it. Angst. Kyler Angst back to serve. Good serve received there by Jacob Derone. Outside to Ethan Igo, giving him his second chance. Almost puts that ball down. Nice up there by the Skyhawks. Clears it out. That ball hit tape. They're going to, I believe Geyser will call himself for a block on that one, but looked like it hit tape. Either way, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Good block there by Geyser. So Angst back to serve again for the Skyhawks. Carson Mott, nice serve receive to a dump from McLean Mott. He's been working that right side all night long.
I wonder how many that is for him tonight. I would say 4?
I would say 3 or 4. I haven't been keeping
3.
track. We can go check between sets. The girls got the stats down there. Shout out to my little sister, manager, Natalie, great volleyball player, has a good future ahead of her. All right, well played points here by the Bobcats, 24-17. Thumbs up if you're a Bobcats fan. Substitution now, Ben Wen coming in for Nathan Chaparro. Jacob Derone now back to serve for the Bobcats. Again, one of the most consistent servers that the Bobcats have. Wow. Great serve by him, and Skylar Kavanaugh with a nice swing. We're looking for number 5 right now for him.
Out of bounds.
They're going to call a net violation on Skylar Kavanaugh.
He knows it.
Owning up to his mistake right there.
That's all right.
Telling McLean to give him the next ball. He's going to put this one down. We're looking for number 5 here for Skylar Kavanaugh on the night.
Jacob's serve has really come a long way. That thing, he does great.
Great pass there. Nice set. Oh, not quite there for Skylar. Nathan Mayfield, though, puts it down right on top of.
That was a great dig by Jacob. Just a little far.
Jacob around there. McLean Mott doing everything.
He did everything he could right there, huh?
Touched the antenna, trying to get it to bat it off the refs. Off the ref stand, whatever he could to get up there to get that ball. Carson Mott. Freshman mistake right there on that ball. We'll let him have it. All right, so we're in that situation that we were talking about, that motto situation. We're 24-20.
Now is when you really got to put it away.
Nice pass
by
there.
Colton.
Nice cover there by Jacob Derone. Skylar Kavanaugh clearing the ball. Ethan Igo gets tooled. 21-24 the boys are right now, and I can't sit down.
Oh, they're pointing at the scoreboard. They're pointing at the scoreboard because we're 24-21.
24-21 motto of the season. Skylar Kavanaugh ends it. Something that no one could do last season during state. Skylar Kavanaugh puts that ball away. 25-21, your score of the second set.
I love it.
Boys looking at each other and says, you know what? We got that motto for a reason. We've got that motto for a reason. 25-21, your final score of that second set. Bobcats lead it 2-0. Deer Valley taking a moment to step outside. They got 2 minutes and 30 seconds-ish to do so. If you're the coach of Deer Valley, what are you saying to those boys?
I don't know. Is that bad? I don't know.
If you're your mom and you're coaching these boys, if you're Charlie and you're coaching these boys, what are you saying to these boys right now, these Cienega boys?
I'm saying you have nothing and come out like it's the start of the game. And just keep the energy. I think that's what has always been kind of Cienega boys volleyball. It's been their forte, their energy and the spark they bring. It's incredible.
Without a doubt, one of the most energetic programs that the school has to offer. The fire that these boys bring to this court.
It's just fun. They have fun out there. A lot of the boys, they're multi-sport athletes, and so they come from maybe a lot of pressure in other sports, and this is just kind of a release for them. I know with Skylar, with football and with wrestling, it's a little bit different for him. It's more of just, it's just fun. They just kind of get out all their energy.
It's a let-go kind of sport.
It's a let-go, yeah. There's not a lot of pressure. They just come out and...
But that being said, again talking to McLean earlier today, that being said, he said that there is a ridiculous amount of camaraderie between his teammates. Like I said earlier, they can look to their left, they can look to their right, and they know that somebody's going to pick them up regardless of what's going on in their lives. So Charlie DeLavara.
We've got a shout out here from Charlie DeLavara, our assistant coach, to his girlfriend Siri, who is watching.
Hi Siri.
Hi Siri. Great supporter. The boys love you. And Charlie obviously loves you.
All right, so that being said, let's get back into it, shall we? Deer Valley right now, slate's clean. If I'm Deer Valley, I'm looking at it.
New game.
Slate's clean, new game.
0-0.
We're tied. That's the best that you can ask in a game like this.
That's
You're the underdog.
Them out there. 0-0. 0-0. We are at a new game. Anything can happen right now.
You're the underdog. There's no pressure on you. You're not supposed to win this game. Not a chance are you supposed to win this game. You're coming in to the #1 seed's house, undefeated Cienega Bobcats.
Cienega's beat you twice.
You got no reason to win this game. You got no reason to be competitive in this game. So come in and prove everybody wrong.
That wasn't a good start for Deer Valley.
It's definitely not the way to do it. So what do we got here? We got a 1-0 situation on an error by Ben Wen. So McLean Mott will come back and serve the ball for the Bobcats. Nathan Mayfield there to Geyser. Geyser outside to Angst. Angst puts the ball between Skylar's chest and the net. Little over rotation there on that block. Not a big deal. He knows what he did. He'll fix it. 1-1 your score. Mayfield back to serve now for the Skyhawks. A lot of Deer Valley support here tonight. A lot of light blue in the crowd. Mayfield puts the ball right down in front of Derone. Deer Valley boys with a different ace cheer there.
Hey, we have one too. I'm sure they say the same thing about us.
Skylar trying to go for the one-hand block, so that's where Colton Todd comes from. Ethan Igo.
Trill's back there and either knows exactly what he's doing or gets really lucky. I don't really know. We'll just say he knows exactly what he's doing.
Ethan Igo putting the ball down, earns his right to serve. Ethan Igo to Ben Wen. Geyser to #9, Brendan Hart, who puts the ball in the net. Hart was taken out last set with a couple of defensive errors. Let's see if he can get his roll back on right now. Definitely a big boy, standing at 6'6", 190. Mayfield now to Geyser to Hart to McLean's platform to the wall.
McLean's a little shallow. He was a little bit sucked in on that ball.
Coach Heather Mott there, showing him where to adjust, how to adjust that block. Cienega's bread and butter has been the blocking game and the hitting game. Without a doubt, boys are big at the net, period, end of story. Jacob Durun really offers a lot of security blankets back there. And as does Colton Todd on that back line.
Colton gets a lot of kills with that hard hit to the back row, deep court.
You know, it's funny watching him play because I've heard this a couple of times about him, and it's always been in good ways. It's always been as a compliment. But I've been told that Colton Todd plays like a girl. And it's not in a bad way, but if you watch a girl's game, a girl will hit to the back line more often than they are capable of hitting to the 10-foot line. Guys' games, you look at Skylar Kavanaugh, he'll bounce a ball off the 10-foot line, 5-foot line. You watch a girl that's, 6'3" like Stephanie Mendivi. Oh, great hustle there by Colton Todd to put that ball out. Kind of looks at Alex Mazinski like, how could you? The ball outside by Alex Mazinski, got a little excited there.
That's some team ball playing right there.
Without a doubt.
They work so well together, every single one of them.
But like I was saying about Colton, plays like a girl. Nice inside ball there by Deer Valley, by Angst.
With Colton, he is obviously not as tall. I think he'd admit that. But he makes up for it with, like we talked about earlier, just kind of his court sense. He knows where the openings are.
Alex Muzinski coming off of his red card in the last match, trying not to get a red card this match for taunting. It's just, it's a reaction when you get a good hit to possibly yell at the net, to scream, saying that, not necessarily in a taunting way or in a derogatory way to anybody else, but as a
come down
heck
screaming,
yes.
yeah.
They feel it right after it hits their hand that they just hit a good ball. And they come down screaming, they come down intense, and down ref telling them to knock it off. Alex pleading with them, don't give me a red card. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Again with that court sense is Colton Todd.
That's a smart play. The off-tempo balls that the other team does not expect.
For sure, it's difficult to adjust. Hit the pinched passer there to Carson Mott.
Ace for Carson. Carson has that serve where he steps back almost to the other gym. Like, can you even see him in the video?
No, you can't even see him in the shot.
He steps so far back, and the ball just drops. It's such a hard ball to pass.
A lot of movement there. Nathan Chaparro not able to put that ball in the court. So Cienega point, Carson earned himself another one.
Here he goes, back there again. Let's see if he'll step back farther than before. Yep. Just keeps going.
Substitution there. Ben Wen comes in for Nathan Chaparro, not having the game that he would like to be having, without a doubt.
Oh, and he steps back farther.
For those of you who know Cienega's gym, or can pull up a picture of Cienega's gym, Carson Mott stands back behind the basketball end line, back behind the dark Cienega logo, to the top of the letters closest to the aux gym door.
Aux gym door, yeah, the equipment room.
Nice pass there by Jacob DeRone. Carson Mott with the set, though.
This is Colton Todd.
Nice up there by Nathan Mayfield. Libero trying to hit from way outside the court. Does so effectively. McClain Mott now with the outside hit. No dice there. It was a little inside for his left-handed taste.
So this is the play that Carson, the rotation that Carson sets. McClain, if we can get a pass.
Bad read there by Colton Todd. Earns an ace for number 5, Nathan Geiser. Deer Valley Boys doing a Pokemon Go kind of ace cheer. Definitely different. Nice dump there by Carson Mott. Puts the ball down, gets his first kill of the game.
I like to say I created that. Little move out there.
Without a doubt, you were definitely one of the best at it. Inspired my tipping days, which Coach McKinney could have killed me for, but...
Yeah, she didn't like that when I didn't do that.
Again, with
Ace
Cienega
for
serving
Colton
the
Todd.
pinched passer. Angst not able to put up a good ball. Deer Valley falling apart. Number 14, Nathan Schrader standing there with his hands on his head. Not necessarily a ready position, but Colton Todd going to serve anyways. 10-8 your score. Short ball there to Schrader. And there's the youngin' Isaiah Busser. First season, looks like he's a pro putting that ball down. And with that big block off of a free ball, mind you, the Skyhawks will take their first time out of the set. 11-8 your score. Cienega leads it 2-0. Cienega wins this one. They move on to the quarterfinals upstate in Phoenix.
Round 3.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Not sure what time. Up in Phoenix.
My guess would be 6:30. Probably same time.
Probably.
Okay, so here's my question for you. I was asked this question by Jason Miller, the one and only Mill Dog, earlier. And I want to know, is fatigue a factor for these boys playing so many games in a row? I mean, playing club, most of these boys have. They play 3 matches in a day. That fatigue is not necessarily there. But is there a mental fatigue or any kind of physical fatigue that sets in after they've let their body rest?
Well, what I was going to say is volleyball isn't as hard on your body physically as it is on your mind mentally. But I think when you're just going, so in club, the atmosphere is play game after game after game after game in one day. And so with the boys that have done that, this is very simple for them. They come, they play one match, they move on. So tomorrow they'll come and they'll play one match and they'll move on. So I think mentally they just have to be very tough.
Hey! Big block there by McClain Mott. Talk about a jaw dropper on that block. He stood there and looked up at the roof for a solid 30 seconds. Deer Valley coach wanting a taunting card on McClain. Down ref saying he was just looking at the sky.
He was looking at the sky. Oh, I love it. Dig by Carson.
Set to Colton Todd off the back line. And that's good. Off the platform of Angst. I would say that these Cienega boys are rolling. 13-8, your score here at the top of the third set. Crowd really getting into it. I don't think I've ever seen this big of a student section
I was just about to say that.
for a volleyball game. It's
No.
like we go undefeated or something and people start to figure out that volleyball's a good sport.
It's fun to watch.
Nice dig there by Jacob. Outside to Ethan. Ethan cutting
Smart.
quick. Good play by him. Geyser now to number 14.
Dig by
McClain
McClain.
to Jacob to McClain to McClain to go around.
Oh,
You know, if you watch Jacob Jerome play, he's not just a libero, but he's a setter. He's an outside hitter. He's a right side
he's
hitter.
so smart.
The boy is a utility player.
The energy in the gym is just out of this world right now.
Definitely in favor of the Bobcats here, as Geyser will set up Mayfield on the outside. Mayfield will tool McLean Mott for the Skyhawk point. Kind of kills the Bobcats roll a little bit there, but nothing major. So now number 16, Justin Ferris, will come in. Number 14, Nathan Schrade. Justin Ferris will be your next server. And number 9, Brandon Hart is back in. Schrade getting a little talking to by the assistant coach right there. C-top 40 with a great pass to McLean Mott to the outside. Ethan Igo. Nice up there by Geyser. Skyhawks able to put the ball back over. Igo again. Call that ball dead. Skylar Kavanaugh. And if they think that they had a problem with that lineup, I mean, Isaiah Bustler's now out. Now you're looking at Ethan Igo on a roll and Skylar Kavanaugh. McLean Mott getting a few kills and Jacob Derone serving. Talk about
I'm kind of at a loss for words right now.
a bad day for the Skyhawks. Triple block in the middle. They're able to get it the first time, not able the second time. Skylar Kavanaugh looking for his 5th kill on the night. Backs it there to Ethan Igo inside. Rolls the shot to Geyser. Geyser to his libero, Olachea. Olachea to Mayfield.
Shot.
Nice shot on the inside. Carson to McLean for the kill. (16-9) now. Bobcats lead it.
Holy heck, as I like to say.
The energy in the gym is amazing.
I've never seen a student section like this at a volleyball game. In this gym, at least.
There we go. Skylar Kavanaugh picking on
To the
number 9.
backside. No go.
Skylar Kavanaugh right now working Brandon Hart in that middle, trying to see if he can get around him. Skyhawks will call their second and final timeout of the game. Bobcats lead at 17-9, 2 sets to none, trying to make their way back to that semifinal state game where they so brokenheartedly lost last year. It was crazy. It was a crazy game. But you know what? We got more to talk about. So let's talk about this man right here. We've talked about him a lot tonight. Let's talk about him some more. Jacoby Derone.
Jacoby. I forgot we used to call him that.
Jacob Derone, one of the best liberos that the Cienega Bobcats boys volleyball program has had in a very, very long time, or ever had, in my opinion. He's done a lot of things with this team that even the great libero Jason Brown was not able to do with his team. He's a leader, he's a mentor, he's a role model, and he is a ridiculously hard worker.
What's the word? Multidimensional. Yes, he's very well-rounded as a volleyball player. He's a phenomenal server. He is obviously great at what he does in the back row, and he steps in and sets second balls all the time.
He actually, speaking of which, I can pull up stats right now.
He leads in assists. He's up there.
Yeah, he's one of the assist leaders.
Yeah.
Which is not uncommon for liberos, but the way that's number 5 for the Kavanaugh.
McLean does a great job of selling that as a setter. He's left-handed, and so he can go up and attack the ball. And so just now, as he went and set that, he pretended to attack the ball and then set to Skylar to draw the block.
Definitely works out well.
He's figuring it out.
So Jacob Derone has played 98 sets, and he is the second assist leader on the team behind, obviously, McLean Mott, behind McLean Mott and Carson Mott.
Is Carson ahead of him too?
Carson is also ahead of him. Jacob has 45 assists on the season out of 150 attempts.
Yeah,
he only has 3 ball handling errors on the season. But here's what he's up against when it comes to being a ball handling leader on this team. The second place is Carson Mott. Carson Mott, that's number 6 for Skylar Kavanaugh. Carson Mott is a freshman, has 81 assists on the season out of 252 attempts, and he only has 9 errors on the season. And then the senior, of course, McLean Mott, the primary setter for this team, has 681 assists on the season out of 1,515 attempts. Net violation there on Alex Brzezinski. And then McLean only has 19 errors on the season, which is ridiculously fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a great number there for him. All right, so Mayfield back to serve. Scores 19-11. Skyhawks have worked their way back into this game slowly.
Great pass.
So like I was saying earlier, that's just not a hit that you see in a girls' game. 10-foot line, right on the shoe of the setter.
Oh, yeah.
There's not much you can do about that. That ball's coming hard, that ball's coming fast, and that is all Alex Muzinski all day long with his vertical and his hitting abilities. His arm swing is so quick. My 13-year-olds would like to call that a campfire because everybody circles around it and just watches it.
Yeah, we don't like to see that one.
All right, so we got a little bit of a defensive miscommunication.
Yeah.
A little bit of a mistake there from every single Bobcat on the floor. I wouldn't put that error on one person.
No.
20-12, your score. Jacob Derone, nice pass there to McClaymont. McClaymont backside to Alex Muzinski, puts a little ball
Alex.
up.
Great up by McLean.
Great swing there by Geyser, the setter from the Skyhawks. Looking outside to Angst to Derone. Derone up!
One hand set.
Bob with the pancake, excuse me. Ball out. No touch on that ball.
Yeah,
Bobcats real careful about their celebration after what happened to them last year in California and what has happened to Alex Muzinski in the last match. Speaking of Alex Muzinski, good block touch there by them. Ball down. Put it right in his lap. Skylar Kavanaugh back to serve. 22-12 is your score.
Something that helps Alex so much is his ability to jump.
All these boys just seem to float really well.
Yeah, they're so athletic.
Bad swing there. Looked like almost a closed hand.
Seinfeld.
Almost a closed hand by number 14.
Here goes Skylar with the serve.
Schrader. Nice serve there by Skylar Kavanaugh. Geyser, backside to Angst. Angst, we're going to call a touch on, I believe, Skylar Kavanaugh on that ball. Not a big deal. Ball looked like it was going to go in anyways. Good defensive play there by him.
He does all he can back there.
Without a doubt. Back rows and big guys normally don't go together.
No.
So stay tuned after this set. I'm going to call a couple of boys up here, have a few interviews with them, and we'll get this thing on the roll. Game point now for the Bobcats. Match point, set point.
Great swing there by Isaiah Buster. Again, his first year playing volleyball. Carson Mott in now to serve for the Bobcats. And thumbs up, as the bench likes to say. Game point, match point.
Match point. The youngin, again, Carson Mott coming back to
out of bounds.
And just like that, the match ends the way the last set ended. Carson Mott serves it 25-13. Cienega will roll on. Next round of state, here they come. I'm Melissa Lubin.
I'm Mackenzie Mott.
And this is Bobcat TV. We will be right back with some player interviews right after they get done getting talked to by their coach. Congratulations to Deer Valley on their great run. I know it's a heartbreaking situation for them to travel this far and to play that hard and to not win a game, but I mean, we're Bobcat TV. We support the Bobcats. Congratulations to all these boys out here tonight. They played so hard, they fought so hard, and they played a great game all around from start to finish, from point number 1 to point number 25 in the third set. Congratulations to these boys. Round 3, here we come. Stay tuned. We'll be back with you in just a couple of moments. guys have to share. All right, y'all are gonna have to share. Pass headphones as I talk to you guys. All right, you guys hear? Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear? Yeah, I got you. I want to make sure they hear me. You guys good? Yeah. All right, don't say anything stupid, please. Okay. Make it a little bit. Bring it back. Can it go back any further? Everybody. You don't have to get me in the shot. Just get them. Okay. All right. You guys ready? You guys good? All right. All right. So we're back. I'm Alyssa Lubin. This is Bobcat TV. So I'm out of the shot because I got a good group of boys right here that I wanted to talk to real quick. I'm going to pass the mics down to them as I talk to them, so don't worry, gentlemen. All right. I'm going to talk to this big man here, Skylar, first. You came out of the gate swinging. What was on your mind?
So we've had a real hard time at home, and so I just want to dedicate that game to my mom, who's at home right now having a real hard time. And so I just went out there and I told myself that I was going to play for my mom and I was going to ball out.
Heck yeah.
Without a doubt. You definitely did that, and you definitely made her proud regardless. There was a great game from you. Great game. I'm going to look at some stats real quick from you. You had, let's see, you had 6 blocks. You had 1 dig. It was a pretty good dig. And then let's look at kills here. This is the important one, right? You had 9 attempts. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You had more than 9 attempts, but you had 9 kills. 9 kills on the day. What do those kills mean to you?
It's just me helping out my team get to the state semifinals and hopefully get into a state championship and getting a ring.
Without a doubt, we were looking at that point. It was 24-21. That's your guys' motto, right? 24-21. You guys all pointed to that scoreboard. What did getting that kill show you and your teammates?
We can do anything when we put our mind to it. It's just if we have energy and we have the athleticism to do anything, and if we have the energy to do what we need to do, then we'll win.
Without a doubt. All right, Skylar, it's been fun watching you guys at home. This is to everybody right here. This is to everybody here, seniors especially. How does it feel to play your last game at home? How does it feel to get this kind of a win here on your home turf, on your home court in Tucson, Arizona, knowing that you're going to go up to Phoenix tomorrow to try to beat another team to try to get that ring that you guys have been searching for?
Amazing. Feels amazing. It hasn't hit me yet, really. This is our last game here. I'm never going to play another athletic competition in this gym, and it's been so long. But right now, it's hard to even think about that when we got the Final Four tomorrow. So.
Without a doubt. All right, so back to you, McLean, on this question. I talked to your sister today. She was commentating with me, and we talked about those mottos that you told me about, the 24-21, the rise above, the, pressure is a privilege, all those mottos. Do you think that you came out here and showed that those mottos meant something to you guys today?
I think we definitely all did. When we were stuck at 24-21 and Skylar got that kill there in the second set, I think it was, that meant a lot because that shows that we've overcome. We've come a long way from last year. We still have the core group. We were a core group last year, us seniors especially, and we're able to overcome what we couldn't last year, and so we're just looking forward and get ready for tomorrow.
Without a doubt. Colton, this one's for you, man. Switch the headsets real quick. This one's for you, man. So you, by far, in my opinion, have the best court sense out of any of the hitters on this team, and Mackenzie and I couldn't figure it out. Is it because you're not 6'8"? Is it because you don't jump and hang in the air for 90 seconds like Alex might?
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, what to you made that court sense so important to you?
I think I've worked a lot on my court sense through sand volleyball, and I know I'm kind of short, so I have to, what I lack in height, I got to make up with passing and court sense. So, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I was talking to Mackenzie how you definitely developed, in my opinion, between your summer of your sophomore and freshman year. And I saw you come out as a freshman, and then I saw you come out as a sophomore as a completely different player. What for you was your driving inspiration to keep playing volleyball and to keep at it and to want to come back and to want to be better than you were the season before?
Well, actually I think I started my sophomore year, but that was because I've had rough seasons playing other sports, and I think that really forced me to work hard and fall in love with volleyball. And I think if none of that would have happened, then I could move on to volleyball, and I would have never loved the sport. So I think because of bad times with other sports, it made me work my butt off on the off season, playing with my boys every day, playing at Charlie's house every day, and getting better just so I could be good at something, making my mark.
Without a doubt.
Play with a good team. So.
Without a doubt. All right, Alex, to you. Do you wish you would have played volleyball last year or the year before?
Yes. Since 8th grade, yes.
What stopped you?
Basketball. I thought I was going to be way too busy with basketball, and I wasn't. And, you know, sometimes I went to the open gyms before the junior season that I could have played, and I wasn't at as high of a level as everybody else, and I didn't think I could work to get as high of a level, but I obviously proved myself wrong this season because I came in working in open gyms over the summer, not knowing how the heck volleyball works, not knowing how to hit a ball, and now I've been so successful.
Without a doubt. You know, I was looking at stats today, and I was going through and highlighting any player that had over 100 kills on the season. You have 162 kills on the season, so congratulations on that, it being your first season playing volleyball. Congratulations on your game tonight. You played a great game. Anything that you want to talk about when it comes to camaraderie or the relationship that you have made with some of these boys? I know you played basketball with most of them, but other boys that didn't necessarily play basketball with you, like Jacob or Skylar or things like that, those relationships, how have those built through the season?
You know, coming in as this my first year playing volleyball and coming together with these guys, it's almost surreal on how close we have gotten and how quickly we've gotten close. You know, basketball was kind of rough. There was sort of cliques here and there, and I didn't feel like we were a team. Every day in practice and every single game we come to or when we hang out outside of school, we're all family. They feel like brothers to me, and it's a great feeling to feel that.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad that you had such a great season. It's awesome to see you play. This is my first home game that I've actually gotten a chance to catch in person, so it was a lot of fun watching you guys play. Jacob, to you now, man. You've been sitting here waiting. In my opinion, you have worked harder than just about anybody else to get where you're at, and it's great to watch you play. How have people in your past mentors like Jason Brown and other liberos that you were behind, how have they helped shape what kind of a passer you are today?
Back in practice, my first 2 years, I wasn't that good, so I was always striving to be like them. They taught me a lot, and so that's where I know most of my stuff is from them.
That's awesome. What about things along the lines of the mental game? Did they teach you about that mental game, or have you developed that on your own?
No, I kind of struggled with the mental game last year. I think I've gotten better at it this year. And I think when we're just having fun as a team, that all goes away.
When you start getting into your head, as we like to call it, right? When you get in your head and you start downplaying yourself and you start talking yourself down, how do you get out of that place? Do you look to the people on the court to help get you out of that mindset? Do you find it within yourself to get out of that mindset? Do you look to Charlie or Maud or any kind of coaches, or what do you do to get out of that mindset?
Really, everyone has a big effect on that. But personally, yeah, I just look to my teammates. It's tough to get out of it, but it happens. Yeah.
So one last question for all you guys as seniors. You ready to go to state?
Yes. Heck yeah.
All right. You guys think you can take it this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
You guys ready? All right. Well, it was nice talking to you boys. I'm going to have the two younger ones stay. Thank you. Congratulations on your win tonight, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. All right, youngins, come on over. I figured I'd save a special segment for you two.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right. So, Ethan Igo and Carson Mott. I didn't realize, I just want to point this out there, I didn't realize that you were only a sophomore. Okay, the way that you were playing tonight, both Mackenzie and I were flabbergasted that when we read the stat sheet, you were only a sophomore. You've been in this program for forever. And I don't know if that's because of your sister or what, but you've been in this program for a quick minute. Yeah. And Carson, I mean, you were born in this program.
Yeah.
So what has been the best factor for you two? Hi, Charlie. What has been the best factor for you two playing on this team? Like, what drives you to come back every day?
I mean, the senior leadership is great, and like they encourage us to, be our best, and to be a freshman and sophomore underclassman, to play to our full potential is something that they get out of us.
Without a doubt, I can see that. What about you, Ethan?
It's like It's just cool, like playing with like older boys and like them pushing you harder and harder, so you can like be at the level with them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, it's just cool, like being around people that like you grow with. If that makes sense, like as a team.
Without a doubt, it definitely does. What are two things that? What is something that each of you has struggled with, personally, throughout this season that you feel like the senior leadership or any teammate in general, even if it's each other, has helped each other overcome, whether it be the mental game, the physical game, the fundamental game?
Oh, mental for sure. Last year I used to get down on myself, and now they like the school just picked me up, or not the school, but the players on the team pick me up whenever they see me down, and yeah.
That's awesome. What about you,
For me,
Christian?
it's more physical. It's more when I make a mistake, I'll get down on myself, but they pick me up as fast as they can to get the team going.
Without a doubt. Carson, how is it playing with your older brother?
It's great. It's fun to be able to set him and him to get a huge kill, and us be able to slap a hand and slap a butt after the huge kill. It's fun.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And congratulations again to you two on tonight's game. Congratulations to future seasons to come. You guys are the future leadership of this Bobcat program, without a doubt. Any shout-outs, last words, anything you guys want to give to anybody listening?
Just got to ball out tomorrow.
Shout out to Miss Abeda helping me with my grades so I could stay on this team and be eligible. She's a big component to why I was here tonight.
And you definitely made a big impact. So I think the entire team owes a big thank you to Miss Abeda. I already gave her a shout-out earlier, but she definitely deserves as many as she can get. But without a doubt, congratulations to you two. Congratulations on a great season. Without a doubt, you guys had a fantastic season. You guys had an amazing run, or have an amazing run going here during state. And I'm proud of both of you, both little youngins, both coming up to be senior leadership. And, you know, I'm not worried about this program. You two are fantastic. Good kids, good athletes.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I got to interview Coach Mott. But, again, thank you to you two for coming in and letting me do this interview. Thank you for giving me time, and congratulations. Let's roll tomorrow. How about that?
Got to get her done.
All right, get her done. Let's go, boys. All right. Now we're going to have Coach Heather Mott on air for the first time, I believe. She doesn't do this kind of thing. All right, so camera's right there. But, okay, so, Coach, you know, I was talking to Coach D'Olivara last night at practice, and he was telling me about how boys usually start off flat. It's just been a trend with how these boys have played. I didn't see that at all tonight. What was the difference?
I think what happened was that we came out flat on Saturday, and it didn't, as much as we enjoyed the win on Saturday, it didn't feel good because it didn't happen the way that we like it to happen. And so we, yesterday at practice, obviously at this point in the season, we're not going to make anybody better. We're not going to change anybody's technique. We're not going to, skill is skill. We have what we have. And so what we focused yesterday on was just kind of getting back to that feeling of loving each other, loving the game, playing for each other, and playing together. And we really pushed on that yesterday, got people to relax a little bit, and talked about how important it was that we do it all together. No matter if you're on the floor or on the bench, didn't matter. And so I think that helped. I think we had, early in the season, we went to Las Vegas, and there was a feeling in our play in Las Vegas. We went 7-1 there and played some of the toughest teams around. And there was a feeling there that we just loved. It was just so infectious, and everyone in the gym wanted to be part of us. And so it was kind of one of those situations. And so what we did yesterday in practice was we just reminded them that that's how we are going to win games. And that when we're playing like that, that there are very few teams that are going to be able to stop us in our tracks.
Without a doubt. And you saw that coming out tonight. You saw that fire, that intensity. As soon as they walked out the gates, in my opinion, their warm-up looked fantastic. Their first 3 points looked fantastic. And I think we're getting word that we're playing Campo Verde tomorrow.
Okay.
So Campo Verde it is
okay.
For tomorrow, yeah?
That's what they're telling me. I don't know. I got to go confirm it. Exactly. We're going to play whoever's is on the other side of the net. That's
without a
basically
doubt.
that's been our thing.
Without a doubt, Coach Charlie right there giving us that information, and Coach PJ.
They've been terrific. They're so key to the success of this.
I was talking to McLean earlier. McLean, I asked him who some of his biggest emotional leaders are, and his first name was, Charlie's the life of the party, so we can't get anywhere without Charlie, and without a doubt, that's definitely what he is.
And he and PJ bring a technical side to the boys' game that's just that I can't produce that. I can't. They've been so amazing all season.
That's awesome. Definitely good to have a good coaching staff behind you.
Oh, absolutely.
In your journeys. So tonight, you guys are 24-21 in the third set.
Did you notice what I did? I pointed up at the scoreboard.
Yeah, without a doubt.
they would
Mackenzie
see it.
noticed that as well, without a doubt. Second set, you guys 24-21. What changed in their mentality? I saw a big change in Skylar's mentality. I saw that, okay, I'm going to get a kill here kind of sense turn from that into I'm bloodthirsty and there will be nothing less of a kill than a kill here.
Right.
How do you flip that switch in them?
That's something that they brought tonight, and that's something that is key to our success. We talked yesterday a lot about that ability to stay aggressive and to want the ball. So in the beginning of the season, I asked the boys a simple question. I said, what are you willing to do now so that when come state playoff time, our back is against the wall and we need a guy who can be our guy? What are you willing to do now so you can be our guy? And yesterday, our whole practice kind of focused around that. And we kept saying, who can be our guy? And we ran a couple of drills that were very hard. And it put people in a position to have to be the guy. Didn't matter if you were someone who plays mostly on the bench or someone who's on the floor all the time. It didn't matter what your role was. We put them in that position. And so, we just talked a lot about wanting the ball, wanting to score it, wanting to be the guy. And I had 11 guys today that wanted to be the guy.
Without a doubt, you definitely saw that. I saw that at Ethan Igo today. Watching him last season, you would look at that guy in practice, and he has a cannon for an arm, but he wouldn't show it off in games. He'd get in his head too much, he'd hit a ball in the net, and that would be the end of his game. Looking at him now, his confidence and his ability to play volleyball, period, in my opinion, has gone through the roof and skyrocketed.
Yeah, Ethan he's matured. Physically, he's matured a little bit, and mentally and emotionally, he's matured. He's got some things in his life going right now, and the stability of that has created an opportunity for him to come out here and put everything he has out here. That kid is a competitor. He has got a fire as a sophomore. It's amazing to think that we have so much time with him left, and Carson as well. Without a doubt, I just had that interview with them, and looking at the future of the Cienega Bobcats boys program. I told them, I was like, I'm not worried at all about the future of this program whatsoever. With them coming up as future leadership in this program, there's nothing but good things in store. Yeah, we've had a couple of times this season where we've looked out. We're calling them our futures. And we've looked out at certain times and had mostly our futures on the floor and had things go very, very well. We're very confident that we have good things coming, and we've got some young kids that played JV this year that are going to come on strong. So it's just so exciting to be part of a huge program that's building momentum just about as fast as it can. Without a doubt. One last question for you, Coach. Favorite moment of the season, by far, whether it be... Oh, you're going to make me cry. I think, generally speaking, for me, I'm also a mom out here. I told you you're going to make me cry. Seeing McLean and Carson on the floor together, that's just really special. As a coach and as a mom, to watch two brothers support each other and do what they're doing, that's amazing. And Carson's earned every minute that he's been out there. He's worked so hard. And so even tonight, you saw there were a couple of times where Carson will set McLean up for a kill, and watching them come together. And then, Skylar, Colton Todd, Ethan, all these guys, Alex Muzinski, they've all become my kids. And so favorite moment of the season is just the fact that I'm able to coach my boys, and that's what I call every single one of them. I love them to death. I love them like if they were my own. And having them have success is just, I don't know if there's a better feeling as a coach. To be as close as we are and to then have them be as successful as they're being is just, it's been amazing. It's always good to have that feeling of that team that deserves it getting there. Yeah. Oh, and these boys deserve it. They're good people. They're good students. Without a doubt. It's so much fun to watch them be successful right now. Without a doubt. I think I can attest that the work ethic has definitely been there. Oh, they've worked so hard. Been watching them improve. All right. Well, that's all I got for you tonight, Coach. Thanks.
I'm Alyssa Lubin, and I'm interviewing my former head coach and the head coach of the Cienega Boys Volleyball Program, the one and only Heather Mott. We're Bobcat TV, signing off for the last time in this gym this season. Possibly catch us at Campo Verde. Not quite sure what's happening there yet. We'll definitely keep you updated with stats on Twitter or on YouTube, if nonetheless. But again, I'm Alyssa Lubin. Big thanks tonight to my crew, to Mackenzie Mott for being a nice guest commentator, and for all the boys and Heather Mott for coming out to do this interview. I'm Alyssa Lubin. Of course, I'm Alyssa Lubin. This has been Bobcat TV. Have a great night, everybody.